I came out the gutter. Me, my mother, and my brother. The stove in the kitchen was heat for the winter.
What's up? Welcome back to Faded Truth. Before you do anything, like, share, subscribe. Today I have Mr. Mark Tupas on the show. How you feeling?
Feeling good. Great. Blessed. Whatever you might call it. Always.
Mark is the owner of Vegas Strong Gym.
What's up? What's up?
Located right here in Las Vegas. Personal trainer, ex-fighter, motivational speaker. I mean, you're a lot of things. So let's start from the beginning. You were born in the Philippines.
Yeah, born in the Philippines, came to Hawaii where life started. I became a fighter.
Everyone always thinks that you're Hawaiian, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but you're actually Filipino?
I'm full Filipino, yes. I came to America as an immigrant.
Yeah, and you couldn't speak English?
I barely could speak English, yeah. And I got teased for that a lot.
So when you moved to Hawaii, you said they teased you because you didn't speak
English,
proper English, right?
Yep. I had to go to English second language or whatever.
The ESL classes?
The ESL classes.
So were you always getting in fights?
I was
people
always
were teasing you?
Yeah, but I was already getting into fights back home in the Philippines.
It wasn't anything new.
Yeah, it was nothing new. Yeah. I just had to find a new way, I guess, to kind of like blame something, which was, hey, you're teasing me for the way I spoke with an accent. You know what I mean?
I'm going to tease you when you're fucking face down on the ground. Right, judo kick you.
Straight up.
So you started with your first, I guess, category of fighting was MMA?
From the streets to MMA, pretty much.
Just waiting on my moment. Bad hoes, I'm showing it. Time came and I owned it. Just like Brian Jackson start bowling. When I touched the rock and I cracked the block. When I pulled up and that mustard drop with that roof off and my shoes off and y'all bitch niggas. Roof off.
How did you even get into pro fighting with MMA when you were just fighting on the streets? What was that transition like?
I kind of used it to get into something that was positive. And like we surf, but outside of that, it's pretty much we just drank beer, smoked weed, and got into a whole lot of BS.
Smoke weed every day.
Yeah.
So then how you get to your first gym that you go into to actually start training?
One of my friend, Cody Killer, the dad, Uncle Dwight, he's like, yo, bro, like, we need to bring you here. Come check it out. It was this gym called like Jesus is Lord, right? And I guess like the coach in there was all up like a Christian. At that time, I wasn't a Christian yet. I believed in God and the whole thing, but I was just straight stubborn, prideful, and I guess they didn't accept me. I didn't continue training with those people, and I went with this like backyard style called Universal Combat Sports. It was like a backyard in like Pro City Industrial Park. Like I had to take the bus, walk like 2-3 miles because I didn't drive at that time. This thing, Steve Farmer's his name. He owned that place. It was crazy. One of my good friend Houston came with me over there. That's where like going into the unknown started, and it became norm. You know, after that, like nobody told me to do this. From sports to fighting to what I'm doing now, everything I desired for, and I took that leap of faith. That's it. And I guess that's where it started. And then from then I wanted better. I've grown this place. I went to like Chris Lieben's Ultimate Fight School in town.
What was your first move that you learned for MMA?
The arm bar.
What's that?
It's a submission, like a jiu-jitsu. You're pretty much on your back. You hold on to the guy's arm, his leg, and then you do this swivel thing and you lock his arm. It's like an elbow. Whatever I learned, I would take it back to where I was, and I was like, yo, bro, you guys gotta try this shit out.
Right.
I just learned this new thing, man. It makes people tap. You know what I mean? No, I promise you. And one of my first ever comeback fight, and they have it on YouTube, I beat this guy like with the arm bar. Like under 1 minute. And then I like sprint and like tackle the fence. I was so excited. I was like, yeah, I wanted something.
What's like the worst injury that you caused on somebody?
Broke an orbital bone with an overhand with my right hand. This was in California. Yeah. I always wanted to get into something that was going to be useful for like the long run, and fighting was definitely, it's still used I just got done sparring this morning, like more than 10 rounds, and I don't even fight anymore. But my IQ, the way I react into like counters and stuff like that, it's
Felt
just
good.
automatically. You know what I mean?
It's
I
like
felt
riding
good.
a bike.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So
saying.
the scar you have on your head, you said that's your worst injury that you've gotten?
Yeah,
What'd they do?
I think it was my pro debut. Yeah, in Maui. I caught an elbow like right when the first round was gonna be done. He threw an elbow. I was going for an armbar again, but at that time I think I was already like my mind
The
was
elbow gassed your head open?
big time. This was like
Ah.
27 stitches, inside and out. It was huge, man.
Wait, so why did you stop fighting?
It just didn't work for me. It's one of those things like, you know, sometimes you just gonna say, hey, it's just not working for me. You know what I'm saying?
Well, at least you do that.
Yeah, well, I'm good at it. I was good at it, but I couldn't connect it to the ring.
Do you ever want to go back?
I want it all the time, yeah. I think now I'm in a much better place in life. At that time, I was like, I was mentally unstable, you know what I mean? I was doing a whole lot of whatever. So mentally, I just wasn't there.
You never know. In the future,
Yeah.
you could come out.
Yeah, straight up. I mean, it
What was
happens.
your fighting name? Do you have like a
I don't-
nickname like Sap all the time?
After that armbar, they named me Mark Too Fast, Too Paws. We've slept in like living rooms and go still train 4 times a day, do a regular job.
It's
I
'cause
get
you love it. It's your passion.
I get
That's
yeah,
why-
it
that's
reminds
why.
me of what I'm doing now.
So how did you get into personal training?
I did it back home at Powerhouse Gym. We would train, you know what I mean? That was like a thing we had
When
to
did
do.
you decide though that you wanted to like actually make money off of it, not just helping your friends out?
It was when I was struggling. I was like, dude, I can't do this. I think that time I was like working at Walmart as like at graveyard or something like that. I was like, dude, I don't want nobody to see me. But they still saw my ass. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker was like come in the midnight. I'm like, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be out. You know?
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, but I did them all, man. I worked at Goemon. Like, I'm not ashamed of the past. That was a struggle that you got to go through, I think, you know? And
So
then
then-
that's where, like, the whole I could do this came up. Real talk. I was working at Almaza Fitness as I came in there as a client for, like, strength and conditioning. And me and Ian, like, used to work out together all the time, like, coming in at 6 a.m. He's like, yo, you should try, man. You should try training people. And I was like, dude, we used to do this kickboxing thing back home. And you just kind of turn it to cardio, but then you still teach form and stuff like that. The girls back home loved it. Dude, let me try something like that. And so I did that. And at that time, Ian was just starting off too. He had like boxing or something like that. So I was like, let me try kickboxing. And then that's where I kind of found out like I was good at teaching, like group, like people go to a class or a certification class to get taught how to be a group class teacher. I kind of just was naturally good at it, and that's when I found out. At that time, I didn't truly like believe yet.
Right.
And then I would go to the bar, work at the bar at night. Girls or like moms or something like that, like from Anthem, country club side, would be like, hey, you look like a trainer, you train people. Yeah, actually I do. You know, come check me out. And then I would train them for I started like $20.
For what? For how long?
For like an hour.
Like 20 an hour?
20 an hour.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I started free in the beginning. Nobody told me how to do this. I kind of just went off of like, I'm going to start 20. Somebody told me, Ian told me like, hey, if you train people for free, bro, and you just post video like that does something. So I ended up training one of these like girls from Amalza, Stacy. I trained her. And then that's where like it expanded. I just kept posting her on Instagram. And then people saw me.
What's the one client that's impacted your life the most? Is that Stacy?
It was probably Stacy. She started it. I mean, each of them have impacted me in a whole lot. Each of them have a story that I had like a process with and stuff like that. It's crazy. But Stacy pretty much like is the one that catapulted it to be like, yeah, like you could do this shit.
Okay, so tell me about the gym.
Vegas Strong Gym. I became co-owner of it. That's where I used to work at. Like as a manager, they wanted me to manage the gym. And it was Mark Anthony before that owned it and Mike, which became my business partner. And then my client just got better because they seen me like from training people at like condos, parks, people's garages, sneaking into EOS, LVAC, and training like clients and shit. That's where like I overcame a lot of fear. Like, dude, I could get in trouble. What if she don't think that I'm good enough because I'm training her at a park? But these clientels, they drive like Benzes, Escalades, like Porsche Panameras, like would follow me in some random condo that I became like a security guard at. And I'm like, dude, when I'm off, I'm gonna train you. I got the key. All types of fear. Like, what if this lady like ask if what I'm doing is legit? There was something like that they always wanted. I just went with it. They're like, dude, your energy, your positivity.
The gym is the private gym.
Yeah, it's
and
a
then
private
you
gym.
do you do all the training sessions there?
I do the training session. I'm building something currently right now. I'm aiming for mid-November to launch the grand opening for it.
Yes.
And then, yeah.
And what can we do? We can do everything: boxing, cardio,
Everything,
fucking
boxing,
everything.
yeah. Well, right now we're still working on the back room, but that's gonna be like we're gonna have MMA mats. I'm planning to put a fence though, divide the kickboxing side to like MMA. It's kind of it's not much, but it is.
This brand here on your shirt.
This is it. So actually, it's not gonna be called Vegas Strong Gym. I decided to name it after my name, which is Mark Tupas Fitness.
I'm excited for the grand opening.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw everything. Food trucks. Have like I know somebody with like bouncy houses for the kids, and have all my massage friends come over.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
you know what I
there.
mean? Maybe like a yoga. I got this all yoga shower. Do like a yoga session, like a short one. I'll throw down like the whole
yeah. That'd be
hit style. I'm gonna go back to my group class setting.
I used to love group class.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That way you have people that you could be like build community with. You guys become good friends. You guys go eat and have an accountability for try to stay healthy or something. I'm pretty much releasing what I've always dreamed of and is creating my own style of like training, which is the 2POS system.
Are you excited? You look so excited. I'm happy.
super excited. Yeah, it's all
It's all coming into fruition. You never realize how much your trainers impact you.
yeah.
You know, because
It's
good
crazy.
trainers, because it's hard to find trainers that are actually like you get along with.
Right.
They're super dope and like they care about your life. You care about their life. You know?
Exactly. Yeah.
It's rare.
It's cool. I mean, this whole thing is from nothing. It's like, it's crazy.
That's what a hustler does.
I
So
know.
tell me what. That's why the grind never lies.
The grind never lies, and a lot of people might look at it different. You know, they think that it's being boastful or something like that, but
It doesn't though.
it's really just the grind never lies.
It's gonna prove itself.
Yeah, you
One
know.
way or the other.
Yeah,
So it's like it's
you
not
know.
gonna lie.
Exactly.
It's not gonna be there if you didn't work for it.
Right. It's something that drives you. You know what I mean? Whatever it may be.
What is your best workout advice
My best workout advice:
for all around beginners, pros, just everybody?
make easy hard so that hard becomes easy. Focus on the basic movements, create a foundation, and so that when you get to all the explosive jumping that looks Instagram fancy, you won't get hurt. Look at it as a marathon and not a sprint.
Consistency.
Consistency is
That's-
key, man.
That is so key.
Yeah, and this whole motivation stuff thing, it usually dies down. So you gotta focus on like self-control and discipline. Like, this game is crazy. Even in your greatest moments, a curveball will hit you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's just life.
So that's what
That's
I
just
look
annoying.
at in fitness. I tend to look at life backwards. You know, instead of avoiding it, it's coming. I might as well prepare for it. So like the whole 2POS system is gonna introduce that. You know, I'll focus a lot on underutilized exercises like stability, core, balance, one-legged stuff, things that are skill based, which activates our mind to actually function. Getting to where I'm at, I'm realizing what my purpose is solidifying all that, and I'm realizing who I am as a person, rather than who I pretended to be.
2020 vision.
2020 vision,
I'm telling
man.
you, it's been a good year for
It's been a good year.
for growth. So you don't drink alcohol, right?
I don't drink alcohol.
Why did you make that decision?
I just found out something that I can't control, and it was enough. Enough is enough. I think there's things in life that you just realize, and you just have to accept it. It's kind of like what I thought about fighting. Like, yo, look, we're gonna have to just stop for now.
Do you feel like it's easier because you can work out more too?
Not
'cause
just
you're
work out. I think you're just more focused. I think we all have an addictive personality, and you just got to find out what kind of pushes you to be better and what balances you out instead of like destroying you. That was like, alcohol was like a self-sabotaging Mark destroyer. Like that was like Mark. Like if you want Mark to have a bad life, you got to IV him with alcohol or something.
How many years have you had?
It's almost 3 years. Like,
Oh, wow.
Honestly, it seems like it's been night and day.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
What's your favorite workout to do for yourself?
I like to do a HIIT style workout, like
Okay.
circuit training, like a full body workout. Like I'll start off with like arms, go down to like legs, and do like a whole movement. I believe in like full body.
I believe in glutes.
Yeah, of course, duh.
I know you said you've been healing like spiritually too.
Yeah.
So how did that come about? Has it just been slow, kind of coming along with every experience?
It was just one of those things that realizing that I can grow in the process and the pace that I'm growing, and it doesn't matter to anybody else. We all have to understand that we're in a process. For me, it's understanding that like look, it's okay to not be there like where she's at or where he's at. I'm going.
Yeah, you have to
Mind your business. It makes you better, you know what I mean?
Just mind your business.
That's it. You know, water your own grass and forget about the neighbor's grass. I think that you should live your life. So I've always went 100, 0 to 1,000. Like the bad side, I've kind of done it. The whole healing spiritual stuff is like, I might as well try everything that's going to make me positive. So
Oh, yeah.
it's been working. I'm headed the positive, the spiritual positiveness and clarity, peace, inner peace and all that is something that made me a better person. So I'm just going to keep going for it.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Congratulations on
It's
your
been
new
a battle.
ownership.
Thank you. It's
So
been a
upcoming
battle.
is going to be the grand opening.
The
That's
grand
what you're
opening.
working on.
I'm working on that for sure.
All right.
Oh yeah.
If you guys ever come to Vegas, go by the Mark Tupas Fitness location
Yes, for sure.
and get your sweat on because you're going to have to sweat out all that alcohol that you drink when you're on vacation here.
Straight up.
All right, guys. Until next time. Peace out.
If you ain't legit, then you can't pass them young boys playing game tag. Hopscotch for the right number, and you might come up if you play with math. These little niggas, are you shooting?